Well, I kind of wasted the day yesterday. Had all kinds of grandiose ideas of making this form and making another female form to go over the top of it and building an oven and vacuum forming this thing and all kinds of things. And I spent a good portion of the day going through the internet, data sheets and stuff from the manufacturers of the Kydex. But I come to the conclusion that the way I did this before was probably as good a way as any, a one-of type thing, is to just do it with the heat gun and a little bit at a time, like I did with the parts for the inside of the airplane. I've got the piece of Kydex in there. I cut it out last night. It's all set on there and centered, and everything should be just right on it. Got it clamped down and dig out my gloves. I used ice on here the last time to help cool that bend off, because that stuff holds its heat for a long time once you get it heated up, and rather than hold it all down in one spot with the gloves, they get pretty hot. So if I put the ice on that, that'll chill that off real fast and harden it up. And now one of the things I did find out in the type sheets and stuff from the manufacturers is the temperatures on this. Ideal temperature for this 60 thousandths is around 350 degrees. And one of the things they said is a problem that people have with it is not getting the heat uniform through the sheet. So if the outside is 350 degrees on one side, the other side might not be that hot, and the middle maybe not that hot. So when you bend it, you wind up with stresses. So ideally you want to heat this panel up evenly across the full face of it, and heat it up slow enough that the heat penetrates the whole sheet. See how that looks. Yeah, you could use a little more heat. Well, that actually didn't do too bad. Okay, well, I don't know how it's going to look when we turn it around, or look inside, but there it's done. Well, I got the back done in, folded up, and the sides, the flanges here on the sides, I've got those done. Now the last thing to do on this is to fold this edge here. This is what goes up to tie into the arch of the airplane. Okay, here we go. Well, that worked out as good as I'd hoped, I think. looking pretty damn good. A couple more things to do on this. Of course, one of them's to trim this tab off here and trim it up to fit it in there. The other one is to push out, I'm going to heat up where these two openings are and make recesses in there. This one is for that pulley, for the flap control pulley, and then this one will be for the rear seat shoulder harness. I've got the form that I made for the headliner set up there still. The headliner is all bent up and it turned out pretty good. Still need to do some trimming and stuff to fit it in. But I'd made these reliefs in it. This rear one here is for the flap pulley, and then this one up here, the retractable shoulder harness mechanism. I cut out some round pieces. I used the hole saw and some pieces of hardwood that we had, cut out some rounds here, and this one, and then I took this one, put a bolt through it, put it on the lathe and turned it down, trued it up, sanded it up, and this one will be used for the plug there for the relief for the shoulder harness, and then this one is be for the pulley. And I've got the holes here, the blanks that I took the blanks out of. I'm going to take some of these scrap pieces of Kydex here and just practice with it before I start on the main thing. So I'll do this one first. Got a couple more small pieces, do those, and then we'll got a couple bigger pieces we'll try before we get into the real stuff. Alright, that's not too bad considering. I'm going to try a bigger piece that fits in there full size this time. Okay. I didn't screw that one up too bad. I got this one too hot. I didn't blister it, but it made it shiny. So that's too hot. I didn't get it quite, the holes lined up quite right, but it did make a little dimple in there, but that was too hot. So let's see, I'll squeeze that back down. Clamp this down again and try to line this up a little better.
See if it's deep enough?
Well, I'm just practicing with these now. See, this one I got too hot. See how shiny it got?
Yeah.
I flattened it back down so I could use this end of it.
Oh.
That's not too bad there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
This one, I overheated it and missed the hole. This one turned out okay, but that edge is awful close to that clamp, so it wrinkled up there. I give myself a little bit more room here, and we'll try it again. Okay, that one looks pretty clean. I got a little bit on the hot side on that one side. Good and pliable, but not yet moldable. God man, that's not very good. Too big. Where's my welding gloves? Okay, well, that one's is what it is, I guess. We'll try that one up there. Cut that off. Alright, I heated that one up and got it down, and then the mold fit in it. The mold that I made wouldn't fit, or the die that I made wouldn't fit in that. So I did it by, on this back one, so I did it by hand. And but that one there looks like it did okay. Yeah. The way to tell for sure is to take it apart and find out. Yeah, that don't look good. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, it'll do. It'll do. There's the headliner roughed in. Still got to do some fitting on it to get it up where I want it. Got the front of the headliner in and fitted. Need to trim up this a little bit with a file and get it down. Put an edge on it, but got the plates back on there and or the backing plate on there, and it all fitted in. Got it set so I got just about as much headroom as I can get on there. Got just about half an inch of clearance between the bottom of this pulley with that bolt coming out of that pulley. Same with the one on the other side. They're almost identical. So that's just about as much headroom as you dare squeeze out of it. Now I got to work on the back. I'll get it squared up And I've got it centered pretty good to where I want it. Of course, it's got to have more room on the other side than it does on this side, but see that little pulley there? The cutout for that pulley is pretty good. The room all the way around it. And let's see it up in there, just a little blister sticking down. And then we got the little blister down for the seat belt retractor, shoulder harness retractor. So got enough room on this side for the fuel line to run down and run down in between the sidewall here.